Welcome to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janay,
And this is Najah.
and we want to welcome you back to another episode. We're so excited to see you guys and to hear you guys and to feel that good energy, good positive vibes,
We
all of that. Happy Monday to you guys. We want you guys to breathe in, breathe out, and enjoy the show and enjoy the rest of your week. So let's get into it.
get into it, Janay. What you do this weekend, girl?
I'm tired, boss.
Okay.
I'm tired. My son is turning actually today's his birthday. If you're watching this on Monday, today is my son's birthday. He is 7 years of age. My oldest boy. He's growing up. This weekend we had his birthday party, and I'm tired. Like
I know.
I, I don't know. I don't know if it's just it was his party combined with like we had out of town guests, and then my baby sister, baby brother. I shouldn't say baby. They're not babies. 13-year-old little sister, 11-year-old little brother stayed the whole weekend with me. My grandma came from out of town to visit. Yeah. Overwhelming but fun. We played this game called Mafia. You've never played Mafia with me. We have to play it.
I would love to play it with the kids too, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you was talking about with the kids because it was his birthday party.
Oh no. This is you know how like kid parties turn into adult parties. We were at that point.
At that point.
So we was over here watching Money Talks and everything. You know that movie with Chris Tucker.
Of course, it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, girl. My favorite part of that movie is when he get that when the old dude Aaron come help him out and he had that sucker in his mouth and he'd be like,
Bruh. He was like, boom.
yes.
Got you, bro.
So, yeah. Overall it was a good weekend. Yeah, I gotta play that Mafia game with you though. We gotta
We do. I normally would have came to Jay's birthday party, but I had and I'm not gonna lie, it was a beautiful wedding that I went to. Um, I wasn't so much more stressed about the wedding. We just had to get my husband together and because he went and he cleaned up nice. I am not gonna lie, he cleaned up real nice.
On your post on Instagram where you doing the little hearts, like, oh, look at my husband. I said, oh, look at her flirting.
I'm in love or whatever, but you know.
Oh, she in love.
No, he definitely every time he does dress up, I love the way he looks. He looks amazing. But I'm glad that he went. She had a really good wedding. It was very small, very intimate. She was shocked I showed up. She told me today, she was like, I just want to thank you for coming. You know, a lot of people didn't show like they were supposed to. You got to think she bought food, like the food was amazing. It was Jamaican because her husband is Jamaican. So yes, I had like a jerk salmon. It was like your choice between chicken or fish, and she had like a jerk salmon. Whoever the caterer was amazing. I wish I had their name so I could give it out because it was so good. The famous rice and peas. You know, I never had those, but I always hear
Like it.
so good. And then they had cabbage. It was like a Jamaican style cabbage.
No, I know.
And like this little square bread. It wasn't a normal bread. It was like kind of sweet. I don't know what it was.
I know what you're talking about. Drew gets it all the time from the Jamaican spot.
Yeah, it's a little hard, but it's good.
Yeah, it's good. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't eat much of the bread, because it was kind of hard, but it was a good flavor. But other than that, everything was amazing. Like, she had appetizers and everything, so she did very well. So for like people not showing up, and I saw that they had a name card, I'm like, these are people, because she called everyone individual and said, do you want chicken or fish? She didn't send out a note. So if you answered the question, you're expected to show.
Yeah.
And she did, she prepared for it, but I don't know what happened, but she looked beautiful. Like, she looked really pretty. Her husband looked amazing. Her kids, they all looked so precious. It was good. It was a great wedding. But she was shocked I showed. I was like,
I'm glad you were able to make it because I love weddings. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I think weddings are the cutest little things.
They are.
Like, and then it kind of like gets you back in that like lovey
Yes,
dovey mood with your spouse too.
yes, it does, y'all. So if you, she's so right about that. Like you should definitely support people, especially in something like that, like a wedding or y'all see like the smoke. I got an instant burn. My house ain't on fire. Um, it no, but like if you put yourself to a wedding, I just want to say just stick to it. That was like week, I believe last week was your word is bond, guys. So she spent money on this wedding. It was at a beautiful chapel. Beautiful. She had alcohol, she had wine. So for whoever didn't show up, that was wrong because she paid for y'all.
You know,
So
and my first thing was like, ooh, they didn't show up, so did they have to go boxes? Because you could have took my food home.
Janay, call my husband. You know his number and tell him and ask him what I said. I said that. I was like, everybody didn't show. You think they gonna give me some of these recipes to go? I promise you, you can ask him right now. He was like, yeah, her dumb self said that.
Because I probably would have been like, so
It was so good. So y'all, that was really a first experience with Jamaican food. I know that sounds funny, me living in Gwinnett, like there we are full of Jamaicans and full of Jamaican restaurants, but I've had little things like beef patties and stuff in my day, but never an authentic meal like that. And it was really good. So
you
uh
had one straight from my mother-in-law's kitchen. Now
I was
that
just
is
about
what
to
you
say
want.
that. I was about to say, can you please have Drew's sister or mother make me some food? Cause I know they can cook. I need some of their food.
Yeah, so I had, speaking of like food, I had made a rotel dip with impossible meat this
Mm,
weekend. Of course, I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I was just gonna make it, and then either they was gonna eat it or they wasn't. Girl, talking about tore it up.
did they tear it up?
Yes,
Yes, I love it.
like, because I let everybody eat, and my mom was like, "What is this?" Because you know they don't eat pork, and so she
Mhm.
wanted to make sure I didn't do sausage, and I was like, "Oh, it don't have pork in it. You're fine." So she was like, "Is it turkey?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're fine." And she was like, "Okay." So she know I'm always doing something, so she gave me like a look,
I know it.
and she was like, "This is really good." I was like, "Yeah, it's impossible meat." And they're all just like, "Who knew?" And I'm like,
It's so funny because your stepmom, she had said something last time about us eating veggie burgers at the
she
barbecue
didn't
down
even show to the party, so
there.
she
She did it.
know.
Oh,
I would have tricked her though. I would.
dang. Because I was like, what, April? What you got to say? Because she clowned us, y'all, about our veggie burgers and turkey burgers. She was like, oh, no, y'all too city for
Don't know
me.
the difference when you prepare it right.
Dang, I wish she was there.
I'm gonna trick her another way, some type of way to get it in there.
We got to.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on into the social circle, what do we got coming in?
So we spoke about this in our previous show about Jay-Z on the app where you can claim your um Netflix and Hulu accounts. What is it called? Mercy Venture? Like is that the name of it?
I think that's the name of whatever he's doing. But yeah, like you could claim like your reoccurring payments, like your Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, and all of that stuff as credit.
To build your credit. And so when we first talked about it, it wasn't much information out about it. It's still not a whole bunch out, but they're giving us little bits and pieces. So I'm guessing that they signed on a deal and everything for 2.5 million investment invested into this app, and it's supposed to help us build our credit. And supposedly this app is no cost, so it's probably gonna be like a free download
Mm-hmm.
where we can start building our credit from the Netflix and the Hulu accounts, Disney Plus, all this stuff that we pay for to help build our credit. And I think that that's amazing because there are people out here who wants to buy a home. There's people out here who wants to build their credit because your credit is that's your life. So for them to actually consider us, normal people in the things that we're trying to do, then I think that I think that's good. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's dope. Like, I mean, you know how many people have a Netflix subscription that they forget about all the time, that they just they just let auto draft.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, yeah, I definitely think that's dope. Like,
Yeah.
I've been working on my credit a lot, like just trying to get as high as I can, get
Yes.
the
Same
credit as
here.
high as I can.
Yes.
I don't know if I said get as high as I can or get the credit as my
Oh,
credit as high as I can. But
you
that's
got
what I
to.
want to do. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think that's
Can't wait till my credit card company, they send me that like, hey, your credit getting up there. Here go that increase. I can't wait. They've done it once. They do it like twice, right? Two or
yeah.
three.
I've had it happen. I got a secured credit card, and you know what? One day we'll go into like some real estate education, home
For
buyer,
real.
1-on-one. But when I was getting my first home, well, my home, I didn't have a lot of credit history, which is also a problem because I was one of those people that was a little bit afraid to get credit cards because I didn't want to like do too much, max it out, go into debt, blah 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 blah. Blah. But people need to see that you have credit, like they have to see that. So I ended up having the lender for my house gave advised that I get a secured card, and so on one of the secured cards, which I still have today, they increased my limit. Now, a secured card is when you put your own money onto it. But we'll look. I'm not about to go into all of that.
We'll be here all night.
But bottom line is, uh, congrats to Jay Z and them. Like they doing their
They're
thing.
doing big things. So let's everybody keep looking out for that.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of money, Kanye West, huh?
I said, who got it? Let me borrow $1.
Let me tell you who got it, girl. Kanye. He is worth $6.6 billion, and that is making him the wealthiest black man in American history. Girl, are
That's
we coming up?
crazy.
Is it like I'm happy for him, honestly.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. Like when I hear stories about like people and their net worth and like when it's that big, he's the wealthiest black man like in America. That's crazy to me. Like I'm just like, what do you do? What do you do with all that money? What do you do when the world is really your oyster and you can really like do whatever you want to do? Like whatever you can imagine, whatever you can think, like what do you do with that? Because for me, I'm just trying to get to a point where I can have all my bills on auto draft and not think about it. And
That is a go. Like that is you have reached the status once you have
once
every
I can
post.
have all my bills on auto draft,
Bruh,
where I don't have to think about where it's going, when it's going. I'm
and
talking
then
about
people
all
even
of them.
notice
I'm not talking about like
Netflix.
some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like the big ones, the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like the cars and stuff. Like all of them.
Just take it out whenever
Just
y'all want.
take it out. Like it don't matter. It's in there. It's always in there. Take it whenever you need it, sir.
You ain't gotta
When
make
I
no.
get to that point, then
You
I
heard? Look, I said when you ain't gotta make no payment arrangements, bruh, you made it.
I'm gonna have to pay y'all that week.
When I get my check.
Great. Like nah, I'm like, wait, let me move some money around. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I gotta move it from one account to another account. Okay, I'm preaching to somebody. Plastic collection plate.
Listen, because I know right here, I'm feeling everything you saying. I'm like, whoo, I just had to move some money around to goddamn pay a bill. I was like, okay, now if I put this here, will that one take?
I need to leave this over here because I know that's about to come out over there. So I got to get it. Like, you know what? It's just too much. You
Trying
gotta
to tell
stop
y'all,
that. I just want the money to be in there and
just,
the bills to be paid.
just take it.
And then I have enough to do whatever else I want to do.
Like I
Like,
want to do.
I'm not gonna be living crazy. I'm just gonna be like, Amazon gonna be at my house every single day.
Look,
A little Fashion Nova.
look.
Fashion Nova kids, you know?
Oh, not the kids.
Yeah, because we ain't probably gonna match, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta match. You gotta match with your girl.
Yeah, and then, get Drew and Jace to match, we'll be a Fashion Nova family. And then, what other things? I'll be ordering from
So done with her, y'all. Y'all know I'm done with her.
Wayfair, Wayfair be in my house.
Man, Amazon, Fashion Over, Wayfair. Listen, just drop it off at the porch, okay?
Target. I'll be
Oh,
at the Target.
I love me some Target. Love me some. I was in there this weekend just looking.
I don't even drink Starbucks, but I'm going to the Starbucks at Target just so I can sit there and just be like, money's not an option. See, this is
Right.
what you'll get from me at with 6.6 bill, sorry, B.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Billion.
And I would have me a private jet
Oh,
and I would go wherever I want to go,
no,
whenever I wanted to go.
sound good, Janay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, help us there.
Okay.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Hey, like, comment, subscribe,
share.
turn your post notification bell on.
Help
So
us get
every time we post, if you would like to support our page, please, there's a link below. It's a PayPal link below. You can send us any donations you would like. Support us.
support.
All of that. Okay, moving on. So prayers up to this Indianapolis. That word, that name. Sorry,
Indianapolis.
there be too many going on. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up for this Indianapolis family. Speaking of money, the love of money is the root to all evil.
Root of all evil.
Um, and this is an example of that. This family had an argument over a stimulus check, and it led to a quadruple murder all over the stimmy. So this is what happened. There's a woman named Janitrius Moore. She had the father of her kids. His name is Malik Halfacre or something like that. Girl, that's weird. I've never heard of Halfacre before in my
As
life.
the last name.
Maybe that ain't real. Okay, that's besides the point. So let me tell y'all what happened. So Malik, the baby father of Jeanette, he was really upset that she did not give him half of the stimulus for the baby that they have together. And she was like, I work hard. I'm taking care of the baby. Um, you don't do anything. Let me keep the money. And he was also upset that he didn't give her some of her tax return as well because he felt like he should have half of the tax return as well for the child. Um, this angered him so much that he decided to come for her. And he showed up with a weapon and he kills her mom. He kills her brother, one of her kids with another relationship, and her cousin, I believe. Um, she ended up getting away. Uh, I think she ran away next door or across the street or somewhere. Anyway, she got away. So he was arrested, and I don't really know where he is now, but it's just like guys.
Money, bruh.
I just okay. Even just it's not even to me. It's not even about the. Okay, it's about the money too, but if you're in a relationship, I don't get how your relationship turns like
Like that.
dead. Like what
Mhm.
makes you want to kill me and the people close to how did this really how did it get to that point? So
Over.
now every woman who decides not to give their baby daddy a stimulus got to think about, well, what if he gonna come shoot me and my people?
That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't know their personal situation, like if he was there or if he wasn't there. But all in all, I don't care if she's lying about it and she's keeping all that money for herself. You do not act like this. This is ridiculous. And you killed everybody who didn't have absolutely nothing to do with it. You killed everybody who had nothing to do with this situation. Like that
He kidnapped the daughter too, but they end up getting the daughter back. Like he took the
it
little
was his
girl.
daughter, right?
Yeah, his daughter.
And he killed the one that she had with a different
I'm
relation.
like, yeah, yeah,
A child lost their life.
for nothing for $1,400 stimulus check.
That hurts. A
Yeah,
little a little funky $1,400. Don't y'all when I say it like that, I'm not saying like, oh, I don't need no $1,400. Yeah, I need my stimmy too, but it ain't it's literally nothing. I mean, some people can't even pay their mortgage and they rent with that. I mean, I live in Georgia, like in the Atlanta part. We don't this that $1,400 can just take care of a month rent. It's nothing. It's nothing. Are you kidding me? You took lives over that.
yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. I just prayers up to that family. Prayers up to Jeanette Moore, Demetrius Moore, because I, as a mom, don't know where I would be at if I know that my mom is no longer here because of a guy that I was messing with. My son is no longer here with a guy because of a guy that I was with, and my brother's not here, and my cousin's not here, but over a guy that I was messing with over a stimulus check. And the brother was apparently trying to defend her, saying, she's not gonna give you the money, bro. Like, leave her alone. And then he opened fire and decided this. I mean, you really got to be at a very low place in your life where you just decide you just gonna take other people's lives and be okay with that. So now you're gonna sit in the cell for the rest of your life and think about, like, really, like, was that like? I just can't. I
Fourteen
can't.
$1,400. Nothing.
Rest in
Like,
peace to all parties involved, and I pray for strength for their family because that's crazy to me.
yeah. Well, since we on that same note, we also, if anybody was watching the news or anything this past week, we had a man go into some massage parlors here in the Atlanta area and kill 8 people, 2 different massage parlors. And he killed innocent workers, um, which they want to keep saying. I don't know if you paid attention to it, Janay, but they were saying that it was not over racism, it was over his sex addiction.
Yes, that's what they're painting it as. He has a
They
sex.
are painting it as this white man went in and killed. It was mainly Asians. I think 2 were white people, correct?
I don't know.
I believe it was 2 that were white people. I believe it was a woman and then a male. I don't know if they were together, but they were white and they got killed. Out of these 8 people, the rest of them were Asian women and maybe men. I don't know, but I
So
know
is
that
he saying that he's addicted to Asian women sexually, so that's why he decided to go kill him?
that's what they're trying to paint this picture as. And apparently the cop who said it supposedly is a racist man as well. He had just posted some racist stuff on his social media prior to this, and he's also the one who was like, "This is not racially. This was not intended to be a racial thing. This is more so of his sex addiction." First of all, why are you even defending this man? I don't give a damn if it was for his sex addiction. This man went in and killed people, and I don't even and like I said, it's Asian and white people he killed, but you kill people over a sex addiction? How
I'm
you gonna get him now? I mean, weren't they supposed to be giving him his happy ending? Like, why you kill him?
how's the
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you laugh in the middle of this, but I'm just saying,
word?
y'all know it's just ridiculous. Like, come on, man. And I hate to take it to race, but it's gotta go there.
It
When
all
you
comes down to that. And first and foremost, this guy's mugshot looks very familiar. He looked like maybe somebody I went to high school with, or maybe I don't know. He
ran
looked
across or
very
something,
familiar. He don't look familiar to you?
it look familiar to me. I mean, not like that.
Maybe he was arrested before for something. Who knows? Because he is a terrorist, and he is
21 years old.
he's definitely what they be calling us when we get arrested for stuff. He's a thug.
Oh,
He's a
a thug.
thug out here. I don't care about his sex addiction. He's a thug, and he needs to be punished to the maximum. And that's it. That's it. You can't even go get a massage no more
Scared.
because you don't know who finna bust up in that thing.
Like these people went in there with intentions to get massages and relax, and this is the
And I've been planning on getting a couples massage, but at this point, why?
why get the ones that come to your house.
No, Drew just gonna have to come rub my back. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, Drew, you just got to do it.
I mean, at this point, who can we rely on? You can't even go to the place. Like, goodness, it's just
I know also that came out of this was a big protest about Asian hate.
yeah.
And I definitely pray for the Asians. If y'all feel like y'all are being targeted and hated on,
Is it because of the China virus? That's what I'm hearing.
that's what really got a lot of people up in arms. Is the one comment that our former president Trump made was that the virus was considered the Asian virus. And I understand them being upset over that. I mean, I do. But y'all, let's look deeper. Let's look a little deeper into it than more than it just being Asian hate. Even though it could be. It could be. And I'll give y'all all, all the support if you need it. But look, because I mean, y'all are pretty liked in this country though. I thought they were. I could be wrong. I could
I
100%
don't have an issue with the Asians.
never have. They own half of Gwinnett. So they do. They own a good portion of Gwinnett. A lot of things.
I mean, I guess they're still counted as minority.
They are
So,
minority.
they lump us all together.
Mm-hmm.
They put us in a pot.
Right. Support them though. If they feel like they're being hated on, you know, I support y'all in what y'all got going. I pray that y'all are not. I pray that y'all are not targets anything of this nature. This is horrible.
It
Um,
might be like a small portion of the world that really do hate
very small portion.
Asians, but there's a very large portion of the world that definitely don't like my skin color. Um,
That's all I'm saying.
and
Uh, and it's some of them
I'm
too.
picking up what you was putting down. Yeah.
Thank you for picking up what I was putting down without offending anybody, because they'll come for me like, she said she don't support us Asians. I no, I didn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, prayers up for everybody involved in losing their families from losing their lives with this
Super sad.
terrorist thug guy that came and just shot everybody up.
And I hope that he gets his. But
So, um, so we're gonna move on into this relationship corner, guys, and this is brought to you by Lil Naz X. He made a comment, and his name on here is Nope.
I
Lil,
just noticed that.
Lil Nas X. If you don't know who he is, he's a rapper. He had a very popular hit called Old Town Road. I know your kids were singing it. I know your grandma was singing it. I know your aunties, your uncle, your cousins, and your baby sister, baby father was singing it. And it's just, that's him. And he's been, he came out as a gay man not too long ago, and he's just been very vocal about just whatever. He's a very what's the word? Is eccentric the word? I don't know. He just be doing everything.
I don't know what you call Lil Nas X. Like maybe it is essential. I don't even know if that's the word.
I don't know if that's the word, but he just be doing stuff. He just be saying stuff, doing stuff, trying to be funny and whatever. So this particular day, I don't know if he was being funny or if he was being like serious, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So he was like, I feel like weddings are dope, but not marriage. It's time we normalize weddings without the bondage of being with someone for the rest of your life. My friend, what are you talking about?
Want to have a damn party. That's it. He want to have a party. He want to kick it with some folks. That's pretty much what he want. I don't get it. I don't. He young, Janay.
He is young. I mean, he said weddings are dope, but not marriage. Why is marriage not dope?
So I'm gonna take it beyond Lil Nas X because he's just being just Lil Nas X. A lot of people don't agree with marriage. A lot of people do not agree with marriage at all. I can, even as a married woman, I can totally understand why people feel the way they do about marriage because they feel like there is just pretty much being controlled by the government, yada 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 yada, and it could go into religious stuff. Cool, whatever it is, I respect your opinion. Um, I like it. I mean, yeah, there's a few things that I don't agree with when it comes to marriage. There are when it comes to, I'm not talking about the between me and my husband and I, but on a paper wise, government, and then how you guys, some people, on taxes, you have to. It's just a lot of information that comes along with just with being married, changing social security card. It's just a lot. So I mean, I can understand people not agreeing with it, but this fool here, excuse me, Lil Nas X, this boy here just want a wedding. He wanted to go to a wedding. He
What's
wanted
the,
to drink.
what's the point? Because then he says it's time we normalize weddings without the bondage of being with someone for the rest of your life. So why are we having a wedding for you? Say we take marriage out of the equation, but say you and your boyfriend together, and you invite us to your marriage to your wedding. Why? Like, what are we celebrating? Like, what are we celebrating? The fact that y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend, but you don't want to be with them for the rest of your life. So why am I finna go pick out a cute little outfit to come to your wedding
He ain't give you a gift.
and give you a gift? Like, what are we celebrating?
Yeah, because I can do without your food at the wedding. I can do without all of that.
I
Because
mean, in that case, y'all just have a little kickback at your house, and then invite whoever you want to invite over, and bada bing, bada boom. We don't call it a wedding; we just call it a
kickback.
yeah. That's
Period.
it. Like, I don't know, but I think people view marriage as just something that's just so bad. And it doesn't have to be, but
A lot
look,
of people do.
I'm a happily married woman, and
Hmm.
that's all I can say. I posted a poll on our um, page not too long ago about how people view the honeymoon stage in relationships, and um, a lot of y'all just who hurt you. That's what I want to know. Who hurt y'all?
Hmm.
Because y'all are out here like really not believing in love. Like
I know some
love, love is sometimes it ain't always got to be complicated, but you know what I'm saying. Um,
don't have to be complicated, Janae, but people got to understand. And I'm not even talking about marriage. Relationships come with, it comes with, I don't want to say drama, but I want to say,
it comes with its
obstacles.
own set of baggage. It comes with its things. It's
Yeah, and I'm not talking about baby mama baggage, but like she said, baggage, like you're gonna come with a different personality because this person is not you. It's a whole different person. You're gonna have disagreements. You cannot just run from the first disagreement. Try to work it out. Period. If
so
you can't, but geez.
it's crazy because when I put that poll up, I was just really curious. So the question was, do you feel um like how the first question was how long do you feel like the honeymoon stage lasts
Yes.
in a
Mhm.
relationship? And so I didn't have a lot of people chime in on that one. Somebody said 2 hours.
I saw that.
Um, I ain't gonna tell y'all who said that. And then, but for me, okay, let me tell you what the next thing was. And then the next thing I said was, do you feel like in a long-term committed relationship that you could get your honeymoon stage back? And a lot of people was like, nah, bro, you ain't getting that back. Once it's gone, it's gone.
So when you say honeymoon stage, I just want to make sure
The
that
feeling of the honeymoon
I
stage.
want to make sure that the people understand what you're
What I'm
saying.
saying?
So like the honeymoon stage, like she said, the feeling, the love, the compassion, like that excitement you had
The
after.
butterflies,
Yeah,
the all of it.
you can like I'm gonna just answer it my way. Like even and I'm gonna just use the example of the wedding we went to. Like, yeah, of course I was feeling my husband then because he was dressed up, he was dapper, he had on his new cologne, like everything was just perfect, but and I was just loving it. But I also feel that way when he's just like in his sweatpants, because that's what he prefers, his sweatpants and t-shirt and sneakers. But I still feel the same way. I guess like I tell people is because for us, this isn't for y'all. We were friends, like we were good friends, not good friends. Like we went in it for a relationship, but we became friends along the way. Like it just wasn't boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, wife, husband. It was literally friendship built, and it's still we still have that friendship. So like have fun with your partner. Like don't make it so square. I don't know.
Yeah. For me, it's like I am really at a point where I'm really enjoying my marriage. And I'm not saying I haven't been before, but it's like, it's something about when you get older and you get more mature, and then the things that matter you focus on, and the things that just don't matter you don't focus on.
Mhm.
Picking your battles. And
Yes.
um, that will, it will put you in so much bliss. Like, I really, I feel like I am now back at honeymoon stage. You know how
Mhm.
people say like every year marriage is something different. Like the first year is your hardest, is what they say, and then like the 7 year itch, because you're trying to figure out if you're gonna stay, you gonna go, like what you gonna do, and then like I don't know what happens after that, but I'm approaching 10. And for me, what I'm feeling like with 10 knocking at the door in a couple months, I'm
You're
feeling good. I feel like I'm back at the place where I was when we were dating. Like I'm excited to see him when he comes home. Like of course our comfortability is different because yeah, I'm a little bit more comfortable. I'm not like, ooh, like every single day, like, ooh, let me make sure I, look a certain
yeah.
way or be a certain way. But it's like, yeah, I still get butterflies. Like when I see him, yeah, I'm still looking like, "Ooh, he's so cute." Like, no, yeah, I'm still doing that.
You got to.
And y'all need to find that in y'all relationship, because it is possible, especially when it was built on something deeper than being,
Mhm.
let me secure the bag, or what what you can get done for you. You know what I'm saying? Like some relationships are always about like the opportunity, like what can I gain from this relationship?
Can I say something since you
You can say
brought that
whatever you want to say.
up? You know how you sent me the sweetie thing to watch, correct?
Hmm.
It was a 25-minute, I believe it was like 24, 30
So
minute.
before you say that, so what she's referencing is there is a video, not a video, but there's he does interviews. His name is Justin Lavoy,
Something like that.
something, and they call it
I'm trying to pull it up.
I forget what they call it, but whatever. So Sweetie, who just broke up with Quavo, for y'all who don't know that, or I don't know who broke up with who, but they not together no more. She was on here with Justin Combs,
Mm-hmm.
um, which is her ex boyfriend. So they were doing a
I didn't know
show
that.
together.
Mm-hmm.
So
I didn't know that.
what is
She
it called?
his name his well, I don't know what the I know you were saying his name. His name is Justin LaBoy.
Okay.
Laboy. And yeah, she was on there with Justin Combs. And so Janae had brought up to my attention that they were a thing. I had no clue. Why's my nose red? Anyway, she said that they were a thing, and I didn't know that. So I'm listen, y'all. Like I said, this video that she sent me was 24 minutes, and I only could watch 10 minutes of it. Like, I'm gonna tell you why. And Janay, I believe she watched the whole thing, so she can tell you even more about it. But these, she was just mentioning how is, I guess, this new generation, don't think I'm hating on this generation. You guys are amazing people, very vocal, very real, very straight and to the point. But some things, y'all, and this is just a little advice, y'all gotta look deeper than the quote unquote the way she just drank that last corner of wine. Y'all gotta look deeper than this bag. The way they were answering these questions was so, I'm gonna go ahead and be old school with it. I'm gonna say it, but it was so unladylike. So unladylike. They spoke about sex, which is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with speaking about sex at all. It was just like how they answered it, like how the questions, how she answered it about one night stand. It was just like, oh, okay. And then some of the other questions was about how much do a man have to make to bag you, sweetie? And she was like, I don't know what, I can't really remember her response, but I know the girl audience was like, whenever, pretty much whenever you make your money, you can come back and get me. But while you broke, I don't need you. I was just like, damn,
Yeah,
they ruthless.
yeah.
And
That's
this was women saying this, not men saying this was women talking.
but see,
Back,
the thing is, the men are just as guilty because they're allowing it.
and it, bruh, that's what I'm talking about. They are, these men
They're
are
all
allowing it.
giggling and high fiving and stuff and thinking it's cute, but it's not. Like, when did we turn this corner to where this is all we talk about?
That's
Like,
it.
you're on such a high pedestal that you would never date someone that makes less than you. Okay, but what happens when your career is done and you? I mean, I don't even listen to her music or whatever, but like, what happens when you don't have this fame and this fortune? Then are you gonna date somebody that makes 6 figures? Because what she said is her dude gotta make like at least 8 or 9 figures for her to even talk to him. Okay. Um, I mean, this is speaking from a very normal money making individual over here.
Very
But
normal.
I just so maybe I'm not in that league, so maybe I can't say what I want. Like, maybe if I'm a millionaire, maybe I wouldn't date somebody that only made 100K a year. Like, but would I? Like, I don't know. But my thing is, if I wanted my guy to be just as successful as me, I still don't know that I would be talking down to somebody who make an honest living every day.
Honest living.
Just
Everybody
because
can't
they
be an
were talking
entertainer.
like, oh, he made this. Oh, like, okay, but these are the same people who are buying your music too.
Exactly.
So
That's
who
my
really expect?
point. Like, you ain't come from no dang on silver spoon in your mouth. Like, I don't understand the mentality of half of these women. I don't understand it. I understand if you make your own money, that's cool. And then even for the ones who just want the man's bag or however they say it. Like, how do you think these people got there? That's kind of what got me. Y'all, we gonna come back with another married. I was just about to say something about it. Married at first sight.
Oh yeah, yeah, we gotta come out with that. But
But it's all over. Like she said, the men are just as guilty, and that's what made me was about to talk about that.
oh yeah, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, I know we talked about at least 3 different relationship situations in this relationship topic. Take whatever you can. You know what
I
I'm
was just about to say that. Take what you want.
right. If it apply, what you say, if it don't apply, let it fly. And if it do, then do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, guys, like, sheesh, y'all be on some other stuff,
Now you know
some
this.
real other stuff, and I want to talk about it. I really do want to get more in depth on it because This weekend I did spend a lot of time with my 13-year-old sister, and just to hear like the things that goes on in these schools, and like the things that they talk about now, and the things that she's exposed to, it's just not,
It's
it's
not what you think.
how we used to be. And I think it has a lot to do with um because I asked her, I was like, how do you learn these things? Like, how do you know about certain things? Is it TV? Did you see this stuff on TV? Are you seeing it through social media? Like, she's like, I don't know. Like, I just know stuff. No, you don't just know stuff.
You don't just
There's
know.
something that's being downloaded into you for you to even like know anything. So is it TikTok? Is it IG? Is it Netflix? You know what I'm saying? It's like, is it YouTube? It's something that is programming our kids, because they know so much more than what we think they know, and they're so much smarter. My daughter today said, "On God," my 4-year old, and use it correctly in a sentence. And I was like, where? Where did you learn this?
No, my baby did not say on God. Let
Because
me
nothing
talk.
should be on no God. Like, why are you talking about some on God? You are 4.
Let me talk to my
I'm
baby.
like,
I want to see what
so
she.
then immediately I called my little sister, like, what are you teaching her?
Well, she's teaching her some stuff.
Because so we got into it with me and Callie got into it, my daughter, my 4-year-old, because I was like, look, you were too young to be saying anything about on God. But then I was like, maybe she heard that from that Justin Bieber song. Like, after I started thinking about it a little bit more, because that Holy, so Justin Bieber has a song called Holy, and then like with Chance the Rapper, listen to it. It's a great song. I like it.
If it got,
Um,
and I know it's good.
so and then like in the one part of the song, he was like, "Oh God." So I'm like, maybe she got it from that.
Nah, you
No,
think
somebody used it, huh? Somebody.
somebody? I don't think she got it from the
Because I
beat.
don't even say that, so I don't know who been saying it. But anyway, it's just like things like that. You just gotta watch what your kids is picking up, because you never really know.
He's 100% right on that, y'all. You gotta watch out. This we raising the new generation, sis.
It makes me nervous. I ain't gonna lie, my heart tingle when you say it.
Very.
'Cause I just don't want to mess my kids up. Like, I want
Mhm.
to make sure, like, I'm not saying my kids gonna be perfect, and I know I don't. I want, they have to fall in order to get up. They have to bump their head, and
Mhm.
all of that. But it's like, I just don't want you to scrape your knees up too bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with you.
yeah, go make your mistakes, but don't make them colossal. Like,
Yeah.
that's my job, is try to help them make as less
Least.
mistakes as possible.
Yes. She's 100% right, y'all. But that that's our relationship corner. We're gonna move into this tip of the week. That relationship corner took a lot of energy out of me.
Yeah, what we got?
We got, so I heard this on the Steve Harvey show, so I'm not gonna take credit for it. But it was some things that he said, and I just took this little piece. It just says negative thoughts turns into negative things. You always gotta think positive. I know it's so hard to think positive 100% of the time. Lord, I know it's hard. But we got to, because when you think about it, you wake up. You know how they say you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? You already done woke up with a negative outlook. Like, just change it right then and there before you take them sheets off. Like, change it.
Hmm.
Because I know, me personally, I can be so negative about things sometimes, but then I'm like, nah, I gotta change that. We gotta think positive. Janae's good for it. Like, what you say, Janae, when I be like, oh, I'm broke.
You're not broke. You're in between blessings.
That's what she tell me. If that ain't the most positive thing I ever heard in my life, I don't know what. Oh, I'm broke. I need some. No, honey, you in between blessings.
Yeah. I don't like, and I have a thing about people calling their kids bad. I hate when people call their kids
Mhm.
bad. I do not like that. It makes me cringe. Like, your kids not bad, baby. They just,
My mom, you are my mom. You already know how I told you about my mom. She hates it. She do not like you to say a kid is bad. Thinking they're just a little mischievous or they're just curious. And of course,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the back of my like these bad kids. But I don't. But I've changed that. I really have. My mother has beat that into me. So yeah, I don't do it either. And I knew Janay. Even Janay said it before she even knew my mom was saying it.
Yeah.
Big thing is, yeah, let's try to stop calling our kids bad and things like
And some
that.
people say it just being cute too, though. Like, girl, they
Yeah,
bad, but they just say they don't really mean it. They
they
just
don't mean
saying it.
mm-mm.
But no, like you get like if you keep saying it over and over, it's gonna become what you're saying. So it's like your thoughts are powerful and your words are powerful. One thing that I was taught before is that you can't fight negative thoughts with thoughts. So for example, this is a demonstration that was given. It was like, say you start thinking something bad in your head, like, and but to counteract the bad thought that you said, you would just try to fight your thought. So in your head, you're like,
Right.
like just saying
Go
it.
back and forth.
Yeah, in your head. But so what to counteract negative thoughts, you have to open your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm so for those of you who are listening, like if you're saying like if I say think about running running through the sand and running into the ocean. Like, then like figure like just think about that and then like now say your name out loud. Like so think about running through the sand, say your name out. Okay. Now say your name out loud.
Naja.
What happened to your thought about running through the sand?
I think it went away. I was just saying
Yeah,
my name.
because you're talking. So like anytime you think something like bad, like oh like I'm so down, I'm so depressed, I'm so ugly, like nobody likes me, I hate myself, whatever the thought is, you need to start speaking. You know what? I am beautiful. I love myself. Things are great. Just counteract what you were saying with something positive, or what you were thinking with something positive.
It's sometimes it gets hard because those negative thoughts are so strong, but we gotta try because it's so much going on in this world right now. 2021 almost ain't no better than 2020 right now with the amount of killings, the amount of things that's going on. So if anything, keep your household as positive as possible.
Mhm.
That's how
Mhm.
I feel.
And make your kids do it too. If you got kids, make them do it too.
Hmm. So
Um.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna start working towards. I One thing I do, and I'm gonna say this before we leave, is I always my son is and my daughter. They both are good at saying, "I can't do it." No, 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 not in this household. We're not gonna say what we cannot do. Let's try. Let's try. If you fail, we're gonna try again. Now that's something they will tell you that mommy say, do not say I can't, I
Yeah,
can't, I can't.
that
Do
is a curse word.
it is pretty much.
Mhm. Yeah. So
And
yeah, like, and y'all do y'all affirmations, like, cause that's what I definitely do my affirmations. I put down, I write down what I want, and I say it every morning. And
yeah,
it's just like when you call your dog from the other room, he might not, come right away, but you keep calling it, you keep saying it. Like things will eventually, you will eventually attract everything that you're saying. You just
yeah,
can't stop. Like when you tell your kids, "Come down here," and then it take them a little minute, but then you gotta be like, "I said, come down here." Like that's how you gotta be with everything you want. Like I am prosperous. Like say that all the time, and eventually one day, guess what? You gonna wake up and be Kanye and walking in your $6.6 billion.
Listen, Kanye, let's talk. Let's
Let's check.
have a chit chat.
But yes, guys, we just want to thank you so much for tuning into another episode. We really love just being able to do this with y'all every week, and please know that what is coming up, the summertime is coming up, so we're gonna be in season 2 soon. Probably like what next month.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this year is flying by. Yeah, March.
So
Yeah,
like make sure y'all getting these episodes in. Make sure you binging us and all of that. And whatever y'all want to know about us, if y'all want to do like a Q&A, push your questions down below. We would love to do like a get to know you type thing. If you want to know more about us, if you have specific questions on anything, like let us know. But
Mhm.
yeah, thank you so
Yes.
much for listening. It's wine after wine, wine after. It's wine after wines on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. So yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Bye, guys.